You think wine and tranquility. We think crushing footy.
The Barossa Light and Gawler Footy League.
I'll be honest, I think both, Flo Man. Wine, tranquility, crushing footy, it's all there. The Barossa Light and Gawler Football. Let's talk about it now with our next guest who we got on the line, Flo
Kym
Man.
Vivian joins us. He's plays some pretty crushing insurance there at Peter Vivian Insurance. He's very good with his superannuation. Hey, how are you there, Kym?
Yes, good, thanks, Wayne. How are you?
Really good. I'll tell you what, did Gawler Central need a superannuation policy because they got nailed up by the other Tiger, the Newry Rover, 22-11-143, beating your Gawler Central Tigers in senior footy 14-5-89. Kym, after the heights of the week before in the Barossa, the lows of travelling up to the Barossa this week.
Yeah, look, it's hard to pick a winner, isn't it?
Yes.
Sides are up one week, down the next. I really don't know. So, it was an interesting result. Probably not. Look, if we hadn't beaten Angus in the week before, I probably would have said it probably wasn't unexpected based on what our form's been like this year so far. So, still a number of injuries that we've got to wait that need to come back through the system, and hopefully after the buys that we have coming up, that might improve. But as I've said all year, Newry are a good, enthusiastic young side and a side that you just can't take it easy.
Entertaining football, 36 goals kicked on the day, and right in it still at three-quarter time. Only, what's that, 4 goals in it pretty much at three-quarter time for Gawler Central, but Rovers get the job done. Bentley booted 5 for them, Nichols 3, Searle 3, Pilkington 2, Mercer 2, Worst 2, Neat 2, and a host of singles for Gawler Central. But an excellent game of football, that one.
Oh, it certainly was. I tell you what, the 17s was real good too. There's a young kid running around for the Gawler Central side called Kym Vivian. Now, Kym, what's going on there? Is there a chip off the old block or off the grandfather's old block about to emerge? A guy called Kym Vivian?
Oh, look, he goes all right. He's still got a lot to learn, but, very raw, but he's getting there. I don't want to pump him up too much.
Carrying the family.
I'm not one of those parents. He gets that enough from his mum, so I just got to keep him level-headed.
Yeah, the coach has got to keep him level-headed. That's why he's been in the best players the last 3 or 4 weeks. Anyway, let's go to other senior football, Kimbo.
Well, match of the round, this one. Anguston took on the Kapunda Bombers, and tell you what, at Anguston, the Bombers did everything but get the job done here. It was a third-quarter blitz that got Anguston back into the game and saw them over the line in the end. 11-12-78 to the Bombers, 11-8-74. They led at half-time, Kapunda. I mentioned that third-quarter blitz. It was 7-2, which set up their win, Anguston. But they've got some issues at the moment, Kym.
Yeah, look, it's funny. I reckon I've mentioned to my senior Colts side for probably the last 3 weeks that the third quarter, it's always been the premiership quarter. So if you're around the mark and you're in touch and you can win that third quarter, you're going to set yourself up. Probably you win more games than you'll lose. So obviously Anguston were probably pretty lucky to win that one and be able to follow through in the last quarter. But look, it's just so hard to pick a winner at the moment. Any side, bar probably the bottom 2 sides on the ladder at the moment, any side could poke its head up any weekend and knock off one of the more fancied teams. So yeah, it's a good competition to be involved in. Anyone's a chance.
Oh, I tell you what they are. Kapunda won 3 quarters out of the 4 on the scoreboard.
Lost the game.
You don't see that very often. That is incredible. Zanadrea for Kapunda, back to some great form for him. He kicked 5 and Bolholm with 3 for Anguston, but very, very good game of football all the same, put in by both his clubs. It was South Gawler 18-11 to beat Barossa 5-8. Kym, the South Gawler, I reckon they're the form side of this com.
Look, probably right now they probably are. I think 3 weeks ago we would have said it was Anguston. I think now it's flipped. It's probably, based on the last couple of weeks for Anguston's form, probably flipped back to South Gawler. As I said last week, the Williston people think it's them, but they're a little way off the pace. They're not a serious contender. I'll just make up the numbers. But people over the other side of the bridge are a little bit different in Gawler. So, I hope a few of them are listening out there. Hello, if you are.
Oh, Donnybrook's, that's Crash Repairer's Paradise, isn't it, over there at Williston?
Yeah, just let me tell you that Kym and I both live on the other side of the bridge, just to be careful, Kym. But South Gawler, James and Whit were cutting with 3. They had a lot of others too that kicked them, and Press very good. He's always been good, this young lad. And Griffith with 2 with Barossa did okay. The final match was a big win, Kym, 29-19 to Tanunda. Too good for Freeling, 3-4.
It's a disappointing year for the Freeling boys, but another good win, a percentage boost for the Tanunda guys, and it'll be a big challenge for them this week to try and back that up against our boys.
Yeah, it will be. Flamey, can I take these sunnies off? I can't see anything.
The future's so bright with you. It just feels like the Crows are all in. And right now, with Kym Vivian, the future is so bright at Gawler Central because they take on Tanunda. Come on, Kym. Give us the tip for the 17s. Can you beat Tanunda in the 17s and then give us the senior tip?
Oh, I've said to our lads, we lost last weekend. We'd been up on a high. Good sides don't lose 2 games in a row, so that's the challenge I've thrown to our boys. Mm-hmm. So, yes, we have to win that one. As far as the senior game, what are the ends? Have we got the Westhoffs in, boys? Have we got the...
I don't think it matters. I'm tipping you this week. We're just having a look now on Sporting Pulse as you're talking about it, but I can't see too many there.
No, we've got 3 Westhoffs playing.
Oh, there they are down the bottom, yeah.
They're all off the interchange bench according to this. I don't reckon that's quite right, but anyway, Kym, who are you going for? Your boys?
Yeah, no, look, jeepers. Maybe it's going to be closer than I'm thinking. Oh, look, I normally say if Tanunda have got their full side, they're okay, but they have a couple out and they struggle. Geez, no, Gawler Central at home. But it is great. Let me just say that Justin Westhoff coming back and playing at Tanunda is fantastic. Because I know even though my boys don't follow the Port Power and whatnot at all, they're dead keen tomorrow to stick around, and instead of heading off with their mates, they're sticking around to watch the A-grade game because they want to see Big Westy play. So that sort of stuff I think is fantastic for local footy, and it's a credit to him to sort of pull the boots on for another year or 2 if he decides to go longer, because the kids really do appreciate it, and I know my boys are talking about it, so it's good.
We've got some belting games this weekend. What about this one? You talked about the form team of the comp being South Gawler. You could argue the point for Nuriupa Rovers at the moment as well, and even the Kapunda Bombers. They've been up and about for some time, both of these sides. I'm not sure who wins this game. Kapunda at home should probably deservedly start favourites. They're going all right at the moment, the Bombers, but Nuri won't be easy beats.
No, look, I reckon, I'll tell you what, in this one, I reckon I'm going to tip Newry in this one. I think they're a genuine smoky Newry, so I reckon Newry will get over the line just in a tight one.
Oh, Dutton Park. It's going to be a beauty. I just think big crowd too, like you talked about last week. Big crowd. What about Williston? Would you be game to tip Freeling at any point against the side that you really love to hate, Williston there, Kym?
Are they playing at Freeling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this would be the game, wouldn't it?
You're not going to do it, are you?
Jars can't win away from the Donnybrook Park, so maybe, just maybe, Big Koshal kicks 8 from the ruck and Freeling get over the line.
I hope he can play fullback as well.
Yes.
I think he's got to play the spine, right up and down the spine.
Oh, geez. I think Jars is in for a win away. Angaston and South, the match of the round. We've been waiting for it. Top 2, the 2 blue and whites. They're both wearing a panther type thing. I don't know how they tell them when they're handballing to their teammate.
Clash strip. We need a clash strip.
Got a clash strip on this one. How do you go, Kym? Who's going to clash with who?
Where are we playing this one?
Is it Angaston?
Oh, jeepers. Do you know what? Oh wow. Yep, Angaston at home. There you go. We're going to flip it.
I tell you what.
Angaston Premiership favourites again by Sunday.
This is how good Barossa Light and Gawler footy's going at the moment. There are 3 matches out of 4 this weekend that you just could not pick. It wouldn't surprise you if any one of those sides got up and had a win. So for the record, I think the Lions will win.
I reckon it is the Premiership quarter comment, though, by Kym that he told his charges, including young Hudson, his son. That's why we got to do the damage, fellas. We'll be watching to see whether that is taken up over the weekend by any of these sides. We'll catch up with you next week, Kym.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you then.